Hello and welcome back to Off The Crossbar Euros Watch, day 18 with myself, Regan Walsh, and as ever my co-presenter, Brad. How are you on this Sunday morning?
What kind of parallel universe have I stepped into? Dare I say, England are an amazing football team.
Don't get yourself too hyped
Don't
up
get
just
my heart
yet.
off.
Yeah.
Even after that, you're still in this dour mood that you keep putting yourself in.
Yep. I am just a realist fan. That is all I am, not a delusional person.
No, because we don't have this happen all too often. You have to just enjoy the ride while it lasts.
What do you mean? It literally happened 3 years ago at the World Cup.
That was a wave of emotion and absolute drama as well. So we'd love to enjoy that.
And the Nations League, the very first tournament of the Nations League, they got to the semi-final.
Don't bring the Nations League into this. Who cares about the Nations League?
England women have been doing it over the past couple of years as well, so let's...
Yes, they have, and that they do deserve more support, but right now it's the men's team that do, and sadly, they do get a higher love.
Right, before we get onto England, there was another quarter-final that took place pre-hand over in Azerbaijan as the Czech Republic took on Denmark. Before we get into the game, the attendance was a bit surprising. Clive Tildesley and Andy Townsend mentioned it on commentary. For a stadium, I think that can fill out somewhere between 50 to 60,000. There was 16,000 in attendance. Credits to the Danes, they seem to get there a lot. But the stuff that they were talking about, the complications you have to get through to get to that game was ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think you could put it fully down to COVID, because if you remember the Europa League final, and it was there as well, wasn't even half full, was it?
No, I mean, they were saying that
big venue and lovely venue, but incredibly far away.
Yeah,
that was the distance to actually travel there, but also the fucking distance of the pitch. It's atrocious.
And then another thing they were saying as well, that if Denmark got through, which they did, the Danish fans that were at that game won't be able to travel to Wembley because they need to self-isolate at home for 10 days. And like, it's just ridiculous. Why have it over there in a country that's not really big on football at all? It never has been.
But they are. They're just not big on anyone else outside of Azerbaijan or Turkey, it seems.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
it's just
like, it's just not a popular thing, and it's not a good idea for football to be played over there. Like that Europa League final, the atmosphere was awful, as we said. I don't think any of the games that have been in Azerbaijan have been that good. I don't know whether Turkey themselves have played over there. I don't think they have. Did they play once? Anyway,
yeah, it's a small point that doesn't need to be gone on, but the point we do have to go on is that Denmark are worryingly good now.
Yeah, I mean they've been really good since the was the second game they started to look good, because obviously the first game they lost to Finland. But
it was obviously we knew what happened after the first game. But
that
happened. Then it was that first half against Belgium where they were pretty unreal and they were dominating that one. They lost the game after the Belgium on players are obviously very capable, and then they just smashed Russia's a bit.
Yeah, and then they've done really well since then. I mean, the first goal for Thomas Delaney, he won't score an easier goal in his career from that corner.
No.
Like, the two defenders you see that were closest to him head towards where the ball was coming from. So he's left around the penalty spot, no one around him. So he can easily head it past Vlasic in goal for the Czech Republic. So absolute piece of cake. And then really from there, for the rest of that first half, I'd say Denmark dominated that first half.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say they always looked like a bit of a threat on the counter.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got players like Damsgaard, Dolberg, who just move around a lot, and Poulsen, who's clearly good at holding the ball up as well.
Yeah, like they did get into the game. Czech Republic, there was a few times where they tested Kasper Schmeichel, but realistically, I mean, before their goal in the second half, I didn't think they were going to score.
It didn't seem like it was one of their worst performances.
Mm.
Like they got the goal towards the start of the second half, but it just felt like Denmark did enough.
Yeah.
In the end, and they weren't. But the Czech Republic weren't offering a lot.
No. It's not even like they've gone really, like you could say, extra time and penalties is taken out, because they beat the Netherlands in 90 minutes, and obviously the games before that were all club games, so it's all strange to see them not put up with the type of performance that we have seen from them for the rest of the games so far in the tournament.
Yeah, you're right. And with Denmark, it's just ever more impressive after that trauma of the first game. Just the strength to just keep going. But that's obviously what is driving them the most.
Yeah, and that they are actually a really good footballing side. Like, even without this whole Ericsson situation, like I think they'd even more people be more fearful of them if Ericsson had been in these sides. Like, they would have been won this game more convincingly, and probably could have done a bit better in their group.
Maybe. It'll be
Obviously.
one of the questions. Yeah, it'll be one of the questions of the tournament.
Yeah. That second goal, though, I'm not even going to talk about Dolberg's finish. The assist from Joachim Meiler.
Yeah.
Wow. Outside of the boot, right-footed on that left wing. Oh, absolute thing of beauty.
We called it tournament of the finish, right? It's tournament of the swerving ball with beautiful sweet crosses.
Yeah. I mean, it was absolutely personified yesterday with that second goal for Denmark. Like, it was just absolutely incredible.
Beautiful.
Mm. So the Danes go in 2-0 up at half-time, looking quite comfortable. However, less than 5 minutes into the second half, the Czech Republic pulled one back through Patrick Schick, who became the country's joint top goal scorer at a European Championships time with Milan Baros with 5 goals.
Oh, good old Milan Baros.
Yeah. It's a bit of a strange goal, really. Like, it was a good ball from Kufau into Schick, but I don't know, that the finish just seemed to catch me off guard.
I think that was just you then.
No, I don't know. There just seemed something. Maybe it's because I wasn't expecting it so early on in the second half, and that's why I was like, "Oh, wait, this has actually happened in the game."
Yeah, but that was obviously they rode in the momentum after that, but that just got stopped.
Yeah, and then Denmark had a good few more chances in that second half. Whether it was Damsgaard, who played really well on his 21st birthday. Brathwaite had a few chances, and then Yusuf Poulsen as well when he came on at the hour mark. He had a good few chances for the Danes as they looked to put on more misery to the Czechs. But yeah, fully deserved, and they're the much better side. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting semi-final on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, bring them on.
Yes, and on to the other game, the final quarter-final that has taken place over in Rome, and it was England that conquered Rome this time. Absolute thrashing of Ukraine and winning 4-0. Got to say, it was an easy game for England.
When was the last time we controlled a game with such ease and also scored so many goals? Any proper major games? We're not talking friendlies against San Marino. Exactly. You can't remember. This is another performance that we should remember, and we should absolutely still be riding the wave.
So Southgate made 2 changes, bringing Mason Mount back into the starting 11 and Jadon Sancho starting. We got the team news right when we was talking about it on yesterday's show. Raheem Sterling for that first goal for Harry Kane. Just great work from him.
If you'd have said at the start I saw it, is Raheem Sterling or his West big name player of the tournament? I don't think anyone would have agreed.
Well, the fact that in our, I think it was like starting 11s, we didn't have Raheem Sterling starting at the very start of the tournament.
It was probably one of the worst performing of all the wingers that we had.
Yeah.
But we obviously knew he was going to start because he's the most trusted by Southgate, and this is obviously why.
Yeah. like you said, he's been absolutely phenomenal this tournament, and that whole left-hand side, like him and Luke Shaw, have been absolutely incredible this tournament.
I heard something this way. Luke Shaw. That's Luke Shaw grabbing 2 assists on the pitch, which Jose Mourinho will be calling home next season.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be absolutely incredible. Yeah, very strange that the England only scored 1 goal in the first half.
Yes.
Like the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'd say England like heavily controlled that first half, but then the last 20 minutes, it just seemed to die out a bit.
Heavily controlled with the odd sloppy moment in there, like now and again. Because Ukraine didn't do really bad in that first half. They had their chances. Yeah, thanks to Kyle Walker. He's trying his hardest, bless him, to give him a chance.
Yeah.
But Yaremchuk didn't finish it. And for me, he was the only one that looked like a real threat for him.
Yeah, 100% absolutely agree. Everyone else just seemed to be not at the races for that game. Like I said, though, it could really be down to the other day when they played Sweden. They played the whole 120 minutes, and England obviously didn't have to go that far against Germany. Second half gets underway, and within seconds, Harry Maguire is putting England 2-1 up from a set piece.
Return of Slaven.
Great ball in from Shaw, and Slaven absolutely. I mean, if he missed that goal, Jesus Christ, that would have been awful.
It's the first time we scored from a set piece in this tournament.
It's because Raheem Sterling scored the other goals in this tournament.
Well,
he's just been running.
Like, remember how much of the World Cup we were just so reliant on goals from the set pieces?
Oh, yeah,
that actually helps out a lot. Now it could be something that, again, benefits us greatly.
I think it's because the quality of players has changed a bit since that 2018 World Cup, and the style that Southgate seems to have adopted has slightly changed, which you've got to give him credit for, as much as many people don't like him.
I was going to say, even if you somehow can't give him all the credit at this point, you're kind of blind.
I'm giving it to Graham Jones.
I give it to Chris Powell.
And then
No, we all know it's Steve Holland.
Yes, Shaw got his second assist of the game again, 2-3 minutes after that one for Maguire. Great work by Raheem Sterling. Lovely back heel to find Shaw, and then Shaw puts the ball exactly where you want it, in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, because then the keeper can't come out and catch it, because it's like he's going to be in one of two minds. Puts the defenders under pressure, and that's where the ball should always be going in the box. And 9 times out of 10, you should be scoring, and obviously Kane did for his third goal of the tournament. Or was it second goal? Yeah,
his third goal. Can I now make the claim?
What?
He's going to win the Golden Boot.
He's got 2 more to tie up with Schick and Ronaldo.
He gets them both against Denmark, and then he scores in the final.
So you're saying it's coming home, and Kane wins the Golden Boot.
I'm stopping myself at saying that it's coming home. I'm not I believe. Trust it. I fully believe now, but I'm not going to outright say it's ours now. We've got this.
Jesus Christ!
I've
never known someone so optimistic and pessimistic at the same time as you.
Listen, when you gotta ride the wave, you gotta ride the wave. Just enjoy it.
Absolutely.
You still need to realistic a little bit, because look at who the other semi-finalists are.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing.
Do I carefully mention your little rants last night, because you were on fire for Twitter yesterday. You just thought you were so pissed that England had done what they'd done. It's like, fuck this, I'm going for everyone. Poor Guillaume Balaguer was just offering his opinion.
Well, he's wrong. Saying England have been the best team of the tournament. They haven't. Everyone else is saying Italy, team of the tournament.
Have Italy conceded? I think you found they have.
Have England conceded? I think you found they have.
Where do you see our conceded goal?
Have we not conceded in the round of 6?
Well, we have not conceded a goal in this whole tournament. How have you missed this point? We are insane.
I haven't been paying attention to England. That's why.
That is
England
your
haven't-
problem.
England actually haven't
Maybe you should
conceded.
be paying attention. Maybe Kieran Ballagher's right.
Or scored 8 goals, no, conceded.
They go delete the tweet.
Nope, staying up. I still think Italy have been the better side.
Well, maybe just. It'll be to see what they're going to be like without Spinazzola. But that's one for the preview.
Yes, which will be out on Monday as we give ourselves a respite. We haven't talked about Jordan Henderson. He's actually scored for England.
Yes, the second we went like 4-0 up, I was like, here comes Henderson. You just prepared for it.
Well, he scored the 4th one, so
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, third one. I didn't know if it was the third one or the fourth one. But
he scored the 4th.
yeah, it was the third one.
Well, I mean, I can't believe it's taken him 11 years to score his first England goal.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but he's not known for a goal, is he?
No, but I'd at least thought he'd scored at least one in like one of these random games, like qualifiers or against San Marino. But the fact that he'd never, I mean, he did have that one early on in the tournament ruled out for offside. But the fact that that was his first ever England goal really just surprised me.
No, who knows?
So that is the 2 semi-finals all set up. Italy will play Spain on Tuesday evening, whilst England will face Denmark the following day, also at Wembley Stadium. Very interesting. Wow. I mean, if you said to me before the tournament that these would be the 2 semi-finals, I would like, you're having a joke here. I'd say Italy, Spain, I'd like, okay, I can get behind that. That looks like an interesting game. But England, Denmark wouldn't really excite me before the tournament. And both teams have done really well.
You say that, but if we go back to a certain predictions video we did, right at the start on, who said England Denmark was going to be the semi-final?
I mean, we did, yeah. But yeah, I think it was also at the same time, I think it was weird that we managed to get England Denmark as that semi-final when we was doing the predictions, because even we were surprised with how we managed to do it.
Yeah. Well, I guess, but you look at obviously the Germany result was the surprise one, and I knew the second we get that one, we ride the wave.
Right, so that is all the Euro stuff talked about. We will obviously have the semi-final preview out tomorrow, and we'll have the review after each game. Bit of transfer news. The only bit of transfer news that has actually been confirmed in the last 24 hours. Wolverhampton Wanderers have managed to secure the loan signing of Francisco Trincao from Barcelona for the season, with the option to buy him for 25 million next summer, which is crazy.
It seems it from the outside, but then you look at his stats, it's like either it's untapped potential or someone who can't make it a big club.
I mean, it doesn't help the fact that they've also just bought in Memphis.
No, Wolves.
No, Barcelona, that is. So I think his chances were going to be even more limited. And obviously, the reason he's signed for Wolves, Trincao, where's he from?
Does he happen to be Portuguese by any chance?
Ding, 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 ding. We have a correct answer from you.
Oh, yeah. Like, just...
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on another young kid.
Yeah.
Well, Fabio Silva didn't do it much.
I mean, he's still, what, only 19? But yeah, last season he struggled.
But he's also 35 million.
Yeah. Just having a quick look through the transfer gossip, nothing really major talking about. Martin Odegaard has confirmed that he won't be rejoining Arsenal next season. They have apparently been trying their hardest to get him back, but Ancelotti seems keen to keep him at Real Madrid next season. And some more outgoings at Arsenal. Matteo Guendouzi set to join Marseille on a permanent deal, and William Saliba is meant to be going the same club on loan, as that was some news that was coming out from the Athletic over the past couple of days. Apart from that, that is all the transfer news, actually. So, yeah, like we said, we'll be back tomorrow to preview the semi-finals as we edge ever closer to the end of the tournament.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say it's a sad time, because I feel like I need a little break.
It's one of them where, like, it would be nice to have that tiny bit of a break, but at the same time, it's like, what am I going to watch for the next month when there's no football on?
It's a good thing there's an Olympics, even if
And,
it's one that I probably couldn't care too much about this year.
and the MLS and the NBA finals. And all of this
The
stuff.
NBA finals will be a good watch.
Yes. Right. That is it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and never miss a post. Follow us on Twitter at OffTCPod to keep up with all the Euros and transfer news from us. And until then, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Brad.
See ya. Believe. Ride the wave to the end.
Which will be Wednesday evening.